Hey everyone! Welcome back! I am back today with more Rebels, you guys. Last time was so good. I just like felt that at some point they would probably bring in, like, do a cameo with a character like Leia, but I did not expect it at that moment, and it was wonderful. It was so perfect to bring her in at that moment, though, and I will get into that in just a second, because super briefly I do want to recap what happened. Not even so much recap, but just catch you up on my current thoughts and feelings on the episode from last time. But before I do that, I do just want to say, if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means that you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you are joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much for that. Ooh, my chair made like a creak. It's been creaking a little bit lately. I don't know. I guess I'm like breaking it in. I don't know. It's fairly new. So yeah, guys, having Leia in the episode was everything. And it was not only awesome to have a cameo from none other than Princess Leia, but I think the way that they did it was really, it just fits so well with everything that we were dealing with. You know, I've said it for as long as I've been watching the show that it would be so easy to make this a kind of a nostalgia variety show and have the actual plot get really lost in the mix. And they've never done that. They've always done a great job really establishing easy to like, interesting characters, you know, really getting us invested in what they have going on. And then they bring in the cameos to accent that. And they did that really perfectly here. Bringing in Leia to, you know, she's very, very close in age. In fact, you guys did remind me that they're only like a few days apart in age. Very close in age to Ezra, has also, you know, seen a lot, and was really able to, I think, kind of meet him where he was at that moment and help him through it. So not only is that just like a cool little piece of canon, like, oh my God, Princess Leia came in and helped Ezra through his pain, but it also just makes a lot of sense. It was a great way to kind of bring everything together. You know, we're not just going to like, okay, we had an episode about Ezra's parents, now we're going to switch gears and kind of like not talk about it for a while and just go do something completely different. It flowed very well. It flowed extremely well. So, in case you couldn't tell, I really like the episode. I'm loving the season so far. I feel like, you know, now that we are more established with the main story, we can not only do more with that, but again, like bring in cameos, but to a point where they complement our story and not take away from it. So I was just super impressed all the way around. And the voice actor who voiced Leia, I mean, not just like tone of voice, but like speech pattern was just spot on. Just total kudos. So yeah, guys. Oh, and you guys, one thing I want to point out, you guys had to point this out to me. Yes, I've seen Rogue One. No, I did not put it together about the ships, but as soon as it was pointed out, I was like, oh, that's how they got them. So very, very, very cool. I'm told that this was in production around the same time that Rogue One was. So it was kind of a really, like a lot of foresight on their part to have like a tie-in between the two. And it just makes it even more like chef's kiss to watch. Like, wow, somebody was really like on it with the continuity and just decided to tie that all in together really beautifully. So, yeah, guys, I was super impressed by it. So I'm excited to get into the next one. Without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and we watch the next episode of Rebels? Let's do this.
Concord Dawn is known for its elite warriors. They were brought in to train clones back in the war. And even the Empire thinks twice about a fight with them.
The question is, who are they loyal to? The Empire does occupy their homeworld of Mandalor, so Imperial influence could be a factor.
Are we gonna get Mandalor stuff?
Mandalorian permission to fly through their space. The next step could be recruitment. To grow the rebellion.
That's true.
Friends like these Mandalorians.
Maybe they don't want to see.
And a powerful ally as well.
Very
I like
well,
that way of
Captain
thinking.
Syndulla.
Yeah.
The mission is yours.
All right, let's do this.
I was hoping you'd ask.
Well, of course. Yeah, I feel like she would.
We request safe passage through your system.
Well, that depends. Who is asking?
Those who would stand with Concord Dawn against the Empire.
So you're the rebels I've heard about. How unfortunate for you.
You haven't heard
what we have
to say.
I don't need to. Out here, I act in the name of the Empire.
He knows what? So they are sided with the Empire or not?
Attempt to jump will be cut to pieces.
Go to heading 257.
Okay.
I'll get your opening.
What about you? Just follow orders, Sabine. Roger
Oh.
that.
She's like, ugh, I don't have to like it though. Ah! Oh my god, she was taking some serious hits. No, 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 no.
We picked up a distress call. Where's Hera?
She was right behind me. Kanan, we didn't have a chance. These Mandalorians work for the Empire too.
Crap. Oh no! She made the jump, but the ship is like... Oh no! Oh no!
I see her, Kanan.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not gonna kill off Hera. She's alive.
How is she? I shouldn't have left her.
There's nothing you could have done.
She told you to
Glad you're
leave
both
her,
back in one
babe.
piece. Commander Sato wants the details on what happened.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
be right there.
Okay. Alright, hey, this was not your fault.
I'm so sorry, Hera. They're going to answer for this.
She's like, I will see that they pay. Oh, Hera. Oh, it's so weird to see Hera. She's so
Protector of
strong, you
Concord
know?
Dawn. We can take out their fighters, all of them.
Okay.
Risky, but I approve.
Well, I don't. This is a solo mission, and I'm taking it.
Oh,
Man down, I won't risk anyone else.
but
I
Kanan,
know the Mandalorians. You need
Right.
me on this mission.
please
All
don't.
right.
Please, yeah, no. It's not happening.
All right,
Okay.
I'll take Chopper.
Chopper's like, why me?
That's all. And this is
I
not
need a
open for
volunteer!
further discussion.
Chopper's like, seriously?
Come on, Chopper.
Oh! Oh! He's like, that's for making me go on this mission. Oh my god, Chopper.
What do you mean, just ask her?
He means I'm standing right behind you.
What are you doing? We need to recruit the Mandalorians to join the rebellion.
The Protectors
Wow.
almost killed Hera. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking we can still offer them a chance to change. Everyone deserves
Okay.
a chance.
Ugh, you know,
Uh,
this Jedi philosophy stuff doesn't work for everyone.
That's why we're at war.
And the Jedi and Mandalorians have not historically been super, you know. We don't usually get to see Sabine and Kanan on a mission together, so this will be a fun pairing. I like how we go through like the different combinations, you know.
Sounds like your negotiations are gonna go great. What's the plan? I mean, if diplomacy doesn't work.
You give me a chance to recruit the Mandalorians. If that doesn't work out, then you get to blow up their fighters. We have a deal?
Okay.
Fine. But
Sounds
not
like,
this. Rao has to pay for what he did to Hera.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
yeah. But, you know, things really go as planned on this show, so, you know. Kara.
Hey, I trust you.
Aww. Even if we don't always see eye to eye, it's like there's that unbreakable bond between our crew. I love it.
I don't recognize you, so before I gun you down, why don't you tell me what you want?
Oh, let's
We never
enjoy
met,
some soup.
But I do know you. In fact, I came to thank you. In the Clone Wars, you fought in the third battle of Megiddo. And I was there.
He was.
Survivor.
My master, Depa Balaba, and I were pinned down, trapped by droids. You and your Skull Squadron flew into the Separatist fire over and over to cover us. You saved our lives.
That was a long time ago. I was younger and more reckless then. To be honest, I don't see what that has to do with you being here.
You gave me a chance
Interesting
to live that
history,
day.
though. So I've been asking, like, where was Kanan in the Clone Wars, and now this kind of answers it. Uh-oh!
How's it going, boys?
Where did you steal that armor from, bounty hunter?
Bounty hunter? Not lately. I forged this armor with my family.
Yep.
Family. That's a bold claim.
I'm Clan Ren, House Vizsla.
House Vizsla? She's Death Watch. Traitor!
My mother was, but I'm not. I came here to settle
What
this
did you
war,
just say?
And well, who's in charge here? The Empire or Mandalor?
I already fought one losing war for the Jedi.
She's a Vizsla?
You can't
She
possibly
is a
believe in the Empire.
I believe.
Whoa!
I don't know anything about this Jedi, but a Mandalorian trespasser is a code. She claims she's House Vizsla.
I assume she came here with you.
Let me handle this.
I can't believe it! Yet I can! How is she related?
Never ask. I call out you, Fen Rao. You're gonna pay for what you did to Hera.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is
Just
bad.
like I
This is
said,
bad either
you
way.
Fight battles you can't win. I assume Hera is the pilot I shot to pieces earlier. She didn't make
How
it.
dare you?
She's alive.
One of you came here to befriend me, the other came to kill me.
We can't let you attack our fleet. But
No.
we'd rather leave here as friends.
Wouldn't we?
Enemy.
Sabine, you know this isn't what Hera wanted. She didn't want to create enemies, and she wouldn't want you to die.
I'm not planning on dying.
I'm afraid the only way you're getting out of here alive is if she kills me, and that is not going to happen.
What is it with you
See,
Mandalorians?
it's-
Never knowing how to solve anything except through the end of a blaster. Sabine, you do this. You're no better than him.
You have to trust me.
Sabine, you make
But
this
Sabine.
choice and win or lose.
Oh my god. This is like an Old West, like, showdown. Ah! Oh!
There are alternatives to killing.
Oh! And that was okay. So there was a plan. There was a plan. Okay, I trust you, baby girl. I trust you. It's, yeah, okay. All right. Let's get out of here. Also, she's clearly the better.
I want them to watch their fleet burn.
Oh, man. Now they're going to take it personally, though, is the only thing.
You got to blow stuff up.
I thought you'd be happy I didn't kill anyone.
She's like, we compromised. I blew stuff up.
Well,
I shot someone, but I didn't kill anybody.
Rouse fighters.
See, it's a shame we couldn't leave here as friends, but the plan it never goes according to plan, does it? Never ever does. I both can and can't believe that she's House Vizsla. I mean, that makes a lot of sense in a way. I wonder exactly how she's related. Oh no. Oh no! It's okay. Kanan, you have the there was okay. Yep. See, this the Jedi thing comes in handy sometimes. You could just slash somebody's. Yeah.
We can't win.
Oh! Goodbye, console. Chopper's like, we're here. The squad is here. And, okay. Oh, you're coming with us! You're coming with us. You're coming with us. Fantastic.
You said your
So well
mind is
done.
something. You're kind of frightening.
Frightening, efficient. The line is blurred.
How do you feel?
Like a prisoner.
But sir, if the Empire finds out about your capture,
You're not gonna let that happen.
and the rebels?
Until I give the word, there is to be no mention of the rebels. And their ships
Okay.
are to be granted safe passage through our system.
Nice. Okay, well, we got that. We got that.
Welcome to the rebellion.
Right now, we are only friends because we have to be.
Yeah, well, but things could change.
What does that mean?
Well, the Empire doesn't make a habit of rescuing people. The last thing Rao wants is Imperial ships all over his territory, and that's exactly
Right.
what he'd get if they found out he was our prisoner.
Kanan, Sabine. Hera wants
More involvement. Yay, Hera! More involvement from the Empire is not what we want, probably, even if we are
I hear we're
loyal to
taking
them.
prisoners now.
I like to think of them more as a...
We're not at war with the Protectors. There was no need to take their lives if we didn't have to.
Good
Sabine,
for
you're
you.
sounding more like a Jedi than a Mandalorian.
Well, Well, I guess I've just been raised right.
Aww. We're rubbing off on each other. It's a good thing. That's what happens when you get a lot of people from a lot of different walks of life. That was incredible. That was so good. Oh my God, so much to talk about. Okay. First off, it shocks me, yet like does not all at the same time that she's a Vizsla. I would love to know more details. But I'm super, super happy to get more background on Sabine. And put together kind of like a little piece of her history that fits into something that we already knew. So that's pretty awesome. That like took me aback. I really didn't go into this thinking this would be like a revelation episode. So when she said that, I'm just like, I'm sorry, what? That's super cool. It's super cool. Again, I am so sorry. I'll try to get it resolved before I watch the next episode, because I know there was a lot of mentions of Clone Wars, and it is really cool to hear Kanan talk about like one of the things he was doing, like a battle he was in during the actual Clone Wars, and it makes me so mad that I'm just like drawing a blank on. I know I would probably know the fight, like if by hearing just like the names dropped with no context. Like if you told me, oh yeah, that's the one where, you know, Rex and Anakin go blah blah blah, I'd be like, oh yeah, but like the battle names sometimes are lost on me. So I'm gonna be super frustrated if that was like something I absolutely should have known. But it is interesting just to kind of know. We got a little bit about both pasts in this one. We got a little bit about Kanan and like one of the things that he was involved in during the Clone Wars. I think it's always cool to like be able to connect it back to such a familiar timeline, as well as getting a big old reveal about Sabine. That's wow. All right. That was just a great episode too. Like all the mentions and everything aside, that was a really good episode that again, just like really furthered our story as well. You could come in with it to this with like no other knowledge of Star Wars or at least Clone Wars, and watching that, you know, that Kanan and Sabine come from two very, very, very different worlds, and yet are now fighting on the same team and have found a way to kind of incorporate each other's viewpoints, strategies, and so forth, which is really, really cool. And it's one of the cool things about the rebellion is like, yeah, the thing is, no matter where you came from, no matter what you're doing, guess what? Like the Empire is kind of... they're antagonistic to like everyone, even like the people who are like loyal to them. Like you saw, like he didn't want them knowing about this. He didn't want any more involvement from the Empire than he had to. The guy Fen Rao. So it's kind of like it has brought together like a lot of different people, ideals, people from different places and so forth. So, and we know that historically the Jedi and Mandalorians do not get along great. That was really oh wait, I think okay, it might be starting to come back to me now. It might be starting to come back to me how I know there was an episode. Is it the one I'm thinking of? I can't remember. I don't know. It like all of a sudden I had a flash or something and I'm like, wait, was that it? I don't know. I'll go look it up after this, and if it is, then I'll come back with refreshed and renewed knowledge for next time. Because it sounds familiar, like Fen Rao sounds familiar, and I'm blanking on why, but I'm starting to like put together a little picture in my head, and now I want to know if it's right. So I will wrap it up, but that was a great episode. I love how like even just seeing Hera being wounded is like enough to send me over the edge, because I know like how much she means to this whole crew and like how important she is. And I know how much like I care about her, and like even just, I totally get where Sabine's coming from. Like, oh, this will not stand. I get where Kanan's coming from too. That's gotta be hard for Kanan because they're like together, right? And that's gotta be hard for him to not want to take the stance of like, oh yeah, no, we need to go put them in their place. But we know how it goes when Jedi take that stance, and it's not a good thing. So, you know, it does not lead to anything good. So, all right, guys, I loved it. That was a great, great, great episode. I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to see more. I don't know if we're going to get like a part 2 of it next time, or if we're just one and done, but we'll find out. So, I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time. I have a feeling we have some really cool stuff ahead of us. Please join me for it. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.